Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be I'm going to be making a nice little neat guide on lighting bonfires. So, we go back to the yonder year of 2014. Oh, the good old days, as many dumbasses on this fucking site say. Except for me, it was very much so not the good old days. Anyway, moving to the actual fucking point of the video. So today we're discussing how to light a bonfire, except for we're not really discussing how to light a bonfire, because of course the naming convention of these videos is just a joke for me and my mates to have a laugh at. So, we go back to the year of 2014. Life was riding high, everything was good, and I was being horrifically abused by my parents. Well, parent and step-parent. And my dad wasn't talking to me at the time for reasons that are irrelevant. Anyway, my mother, I'm gonna sound like fucking Joker now. My mother was a bitch. No, but my mother was an asshole. A proper asshole. Always has been, always will be. She's not a pleasant person. And so basically, on this particular year, around Christmas, I had been not doing my homework for school. Now, the reason I had not been doing my homework for school was because it was fucking homework and I didn't give a shit, and also I had a lot of other issues going on, which we will discuss in other videos, because, oh, there's a lot of stuff to discuss there, trust me. Well, a lot of stuff to have a laugh at, because frankly, I don't care about this stuff. It's why I'm talking about it. It makes me laugh because, you know, it helps me get it out of my fucking massive fucking skull. Yeah, picture me. I'm like sitting here like Yakub, big skull. Although I'm not black. Oh dear lord. Anyway, so 2014, I wasn't doing my homework, and my mum decided, you know what? He's not been doing his homework. So I'm gonna punish him. We're gonna do something real nasty. So on Christmas Day, well, a few days before, but basically on Christmas Eve, my mum went out and she had built a bonfire in the back garden. Big bonfire, real big bonfire. We lived out in the countryside, so you could do that without any real issue. We set up a fire pit and everything. Built a big bonfire in the back garden, and I helped build it, because, you know, my mum asked me to help her put a bonfire together, because she said we're going to have a nice big fire on Christmas Day. And I was like, cool, because I was a very, very retarded, naive child. I mean, I was 13 at the time, but I was very retarded. I'd only just turned 13, just to be clear. Well, I say only just, it was a few months prior. So, we get to Christmas Day, and my mum, she says, Sam, it's time to open presents, like some kind of sadistic, evil motherfucker. This is where the evil begins. A lot of my friends ask me why I never murdered my mother for some of the shit she done to me, and I'll probably get that asked in the comments. And I mean, I came close on a few occasions, just to be very clear there. Never went through with it because my own moral code beat out over my desire for vengeance and bloodlust. I have a very strong, firm set of ideals, and murder, even against someone who has done unspeakable acts of horror and violence to you, is not always necessary, especially if you can still benefit from that person's existence, which I can, fortunately. Anyway, and also because I didn't want to go to prison for murder. That's the big one. That's the big one. I didn't want to go to prison for someone who, in all reality, is not going to outlast me. Anyway, so she takes me out into the garden, my stepdad's there, and there's a big pile of my Christmas gifts, and a lit bonfire. And I'm like, yay, because it's Christmas. And she hands me a gift, and then she says, now, throw it in the fire. And I was like, I didn't really understand what was going on. I was like, what the fuck? Throw it in the fire? But it's a Christmas gift. And then I got hit quite a few times, and then I was forced, basically puppeted, to throw my own Christmas gifts onto a burning bonfire. My mum doesn't remember doing this to me, but I remember it. It was a bad time. I should probably put some goofy music over this video, because otherwise it's going to be real fucking depressing, and I'm not trying to depress you, I just tell you my traumatic experiences, because it's funny to me. In hindsight, at the time I was horrifically traumatized, and I hate Christmas and always have hated Christmas since, because that fucking memory destroyed my ability to enjoy Christmas. Much like many things in my life, trauma has overwhelmed my ability to enjoy things. My own birthday is one of them, but we'll get to that later down the line. But yeah, so anyway, when I was done throwing all my Christmas gifts on the bonfire, which again, fucking Jesus Christ, I need to put some funny music under this video, otherwise it's going to be real fucking heartbreaking. Well, actually, no, most people probably find it funny. The thumbnail and the image that you're looking at is probably good enough, you know. It's funny. But yeah, when she was done, we went back inside, and I basically had to just sit there as if nothing had ever happened for the rest of Christmas Day, because that was before our families got there. And I remember my uncle asking why the back garden smelt of burning plastic. It was a very unpleasant experience. I'm sure you can relate. But yeah, that's the story of that's how you start a bonfire. For a second video, I was trying to think of something funnier to talk about, but this one, the thumbnail image, just came to mind so well in my head that I had to do this one first, despite how horrific it actually is when you think about it. You know? Like, 13 years old. I mean, I actually had friends at that point. And my friends know about this. They know about it, and I've told them about it on many occasions. And they just, like, they genuinely question why I never, like, did anything. And I mean, when you're in a situation like that, there's not much you can do as a child. Especially if you got an abusive stepdad who can easily beat the shit out of you. You're just stuck. And so, you know, back then as well, I also, this is the horror that no one ever talks about, is I was told that was what everyone's parents did. You know? I was always told, oh, this is what everyone's parents are like. And no one ever told me otherwise, including my friends who had significantly nicer parents. So I just assumed that was the case, and never questioned it. And unfortunately, there's no evidence left of any of this stuff happening other than my memories, so I can never sue anyone about it. Really tragic there. It's a really downer note. I'm gonna tell a joke. Horse walks into a bar, and the bartender asks, why the long face? And the horse just neighs at him because he doesn't understand fucking English. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, you might want to get yourself checked for something. Sorry, that made me laugh. But yes, if you enjoyed this, you might want to get yourself checked. You know, just for STDs or really anything, you know, just in case. Yeah, no, just, have a good day. Genuinely have a good day.